Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here in the world of Explorer. Today I'm going to be playing a sick Yorion deck that's focused on Enigmatic Incarnation. So at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice creature, if a sacrifice enchantment's mana value. Put it on the battlefield and shuffle your deck. So, we've got tons of sick enchantments. We got Rest in Peace, we got Omens, Trials, Urban Utopia, Meat Massacres, we've got Oath of Kaya's, we've got all sorts of sweet enchantments. We also have Moonblessed Cleric to either grab Oath of Kaya's or Enigmatic Incarnation, and we can eventually get a second Incarnation out to get a Gargaroth out. So this deck is full of really nice one-of creatures that are good in different situations. Deputy Attention, I think, is going to be an absolute all-star. In the sideboard, we have, obviously, Yorion, plus 2 more Rest in Pieces, 3 Unlicensed Hearses for the graveyard decks, 4 Destiny Spinner, which is great against the control decks, and then 3 more Meathook Massacres and another 2 Skyclave Apparitions for the creature decks. I'm super excited to see how this deck goes. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and thanks so much for pioneering Explorer with me. Incarnation deck. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got pretty much everything I need. It's missing a black mana, but we got time to draw that, and we got ways to do that as well. We also have Urban Utopia as a last case scenario. So then we will just go Hinterland Harbor, and I think I'm just going to play Spirited Companion, get a creature out. If they're playing Boros, though they're playing a Guild Gate, so I'm a little intrigued. Are they like a Gates deck or something? I'm not fully certain about what's going on here, but... Alright, Gateway Plaza. So that certainly makes me start thinking this is a Gate deck of some sort. So in that case, I think I'm just going to play a tapped Breeding Pool, and then Slay for 1, pass the turn to them. I'm very intrigued. Can they open the gates? That'd be sick. End of the turn here, we're just gonna go Omen of the Sea. Plaza of Harmony, alright. This is not considered a gate, though, so they're still at 2 gates. At the end of the turn, we are going to play Omen of the Sea, and I'm very intrigued if they are going to... If they have, like, Gatebreaker Rams and stuff in their deck. I'm not 100% sure if that's even on Explorer. I think it is, though. Alright, so let's Omen here. We are mainly just looking for... I don't think I want Oath of Kaya yet. I'm really just looking for Enigmatic Incarnations. Or Moonblessed Clerics to get us there. Alright, Rest in Peace is interesting. They've got 3 mana and they've got something to do. So I'm curious what that could be. From here, I'm just going to go Drowned Catacomb. I'm going to cast it on my Drowned Catacomb, and that way I can cast Omen of the Sea, and we're just getting deeper and deeper into the deck as we continue to draw some cards. So let's Slay for another one. We're starting to kill them slowly. They're at 21. I'm very curious if this is just full-on gates, if they have Gates Ablaze and cards like that in here. That'd be sweet. So... Alright, Growth Spiral, yep, that makes sense. Draw a card, what land are you playing here? Alright, Gateway Plaza, so that's another gate, though that doesn't work with Maze's End. That's something to keep in mind. Like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know actually what's on Explorer in terms of gates. I assume Maze's End is on Explorer, but it could not be. Alright, so they have 5, they're gonna have 5 mana when they untap. Alright. Gain 3 more life. They're doing some stuff. They're gonna go to my turn. I'm gonna cast an Omen of the Sea and see if they decide to do anything. So are they playing like counter spells and stuff? I'm not 100% sure what they're up to, but we're gonna Omen here. I'm very interested. Gates, what a way to win the game. Look at this. This looks sweet though. But Gates, come on. What are you doing gating me? I can't let this abide. I cannot abide gating me. Ooh, but I also can't abide just drawing nothing. Though next turn, I guess I could just play an Elder Gargaroth hardcast. Not quite what this deck's trying to do, but... Turns out that's not bad if they're not putting you under any pressure, so... Let's just see what they do. Okay, so they're gonna let us untap. We're gonna play a Drowned Catacomb, play Elder Gargaroth, and see what they do here. So, they could, like, Gates Ablaze on their turn if they play another gate. They're targeting my Spirit Companion with something. They're like mousing over it. Oh, disallow. Okay, so they are running counter spells. That's good to know. I'm going to then Slay for 1 and then see what they decide to do on their turn, because we are now gonna untap. When we untap, we'll have 6 mana, and I want to start fighting through their counter spells now, so that when we get an Incarnation, we can actually resolve it. So from here, we're going to pass to them. Are they going to go up to 6 mana here? I assume so. This deck's trying to play a land every turn. So there's another Guild Gate. All right, this is kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but I don't think it's going to quite get them there. So let's just play Knight of Autumn, see what they decide to do here. I would assume this is going to get countered or something, but I will put 2 counters on it if they allow it. All right. And are they going to respond here? Are they going to like burn it or something? Not fully certain. All right, now I'm just going to attack for 1 and then hold up, probably sacking Omen of the Sea. Or would I rather just put Yorion into my hand? The problem with that is they could always counter. I think I'm just going to put Yorion into my hand and pass the turn. Because with 2 Omens out, Yorion becomes extremely powerful. So they now have 6 cards in hand. They have 6 mana, 7 mana now. All right. We're figuring it out. We just need to get some pressure going. So let's just go ahead and attack for a bunch of damage here. And see what they do. This kind of is going to start prompting them to play some responses. Because now that we've got some serious damage on the board, this is where things start to get a little scary. So I'm just going to play a Moonblessed Cleric. I am going to grab an Enigmatic Incarnation, put it on top of my deck. And I think I'm just going to play a Rest in Peace. I'm not going to play Oath of Kaya yet. And who knows, they might have some sort of graveyard interaction. I doubt it, but just being able to stop it is basically what we're going for here. And it's kind of free roll. So they've got, what, 6 mana now. All right, Thassa's Intervention. They're going to look at the top X. Are they looking for Gates Ablaze or something like that? That's my guess. All right, pass the turn to them. If they Gates Ablaze, though, we get to do quite a bit of stuff. So I'm just going to play a tapped Overgrown Tomb and pass the turn. This is very interesting. So, all right, Dimir Guildgate. All right, we must defeat them before they play a Maze's End. We cannot let them live. They are starting to get lots of different gates out. Scorching Dragonfire is not going to wipe the board. Do they have another kill spell? If they fully tap out, I'm going to cast a Yorion. Oh, a little Tefers? A little Hero of Dominaria? This isn't terrible for us here. Though, 3, 4, 5, so we will get to play both of these, which is pretty great. I think that's probably better than Incarnation grabbing a... Yeah, so I think I'm just going to play Oath of Kaya here. I'm going to deal 3 to the Teferi. Do they have a counter spell? They might. They might have, like... No, I would be very surprised if they had a counter spell here. But I guess it'd be a disaster if they did. So I'm going to start by attacking, at least. I'm going to play a land, and I'm going to attack and try to kill the Teferi. And from there, we'll see what they decide to do. The Spirit Companion is going to go at you. I'm curious to see... Okay, so they're going to let Teferi die. That's pretty good. And the question is, do we cast Yorion or Enigmatic Incarnation? I think I'm going to go for Yorion. They have 2 mana up. If they have... They're more likely to have Negate than Essence Capture. But we'll see. They have Unsubstantiate? Okay, well, that's fine. That just slows us down a little bit, but we're still getting in for damage. We're killing their Planeswalkers. I like our spot here, unless they just have all answers in their hand, but I expect their deck is very full of lands, so I'm not sure that's going to be the case. But we're going to find out. So, Woodland Cemetery. And now, if we play this and they counter it, we can cast an Enigmatic Incarnation and let it resolve. As long as they don't have 2 counters. Yeah, that's annoying. Do you have the second counter spell, though? That is the question. They might. All right, they did not. So here I'm just going to slay for 4. And I'm going to sacrifice the Omen of the Sea. And let's see what we decide to get here. We have a few options. But I expect it's going to be probably Elite Spellbinder to see what's still in their hand. And potentially slow down what they're trying to do here. So they've got 3 cards, 4 mana, 12 life. And that is enough. Okay, let's go to game number 2. So they're playing a very controlling deck. So I'm going to bring in Destiny Spinners. I am going to take out Rest in Peace. I'm going to take out a Trial of actually, I think Trial of Ambition is going to be pretty decent here. And the reason why is if they're playing like creatures, they're playing very few. And then Rydane is pretty good. Callous Blood Mage. I think I'm going to get rid of Callous Blood Mage. All right, here we are in game number 2. I'm going to keep this hand. Well, having Glasspool Mimic in my hand is pretty terrible. So I actually think I'm going to mulligan here. All right, this hand is much, much better. Let's put a Doggo back. Pass the turn, go to them. They're on turn 1. They kept their hand. All right, so we're just gonna go in Dotha Pass and see what they've got. So with Watery Grave, we now have all of our colors, which is great. Gateway Plaza's fine. I'm going to just play a Watery Grave, pay 2 life, and cast a little Doggo. Woof woof. This dog, we want him to go the distance, guys. If this dog dies, that's the true lose conditions, and we can't let it happen, okay? We're gonna work together to make sure Doggo lives forever. All right, so with that in mind, I'm just gonna go tapped Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to enchant my Overgrown Tomb with an Urban Utopia. And we're gonna attack with Doggo. We're gonna put him in the red zone. I don't expect him to die here, but if they do, it's a disaster. I hope I never have to sacrifice him to Enigmatic Incarnation. That is actually how we lose the game, so we cannot let Doggo perish. He's just such a good boy. Look at him. I don't know what those things are that are around him, but they look sweet. All right, so play a land, play a cleric, grab our Enigmatic Incarnation. You wouldn't dare counter this. How dare you? Realistically, you should counter whatever I get with this. You probably don't want to actually counter the Moonblessed Cleric. Though, there is something to be said about having 3 power on board. So, grab Enigmatic Incarnation. I don't want to grab another dog, not while we have the one true Doggo. Alright, pass the turn to them. They're at 18. Let's see if they decide to do anything with their mana. Just cast an Omen of the Sea. Okay. I think they missed a land drop, though. Did they miss a land drop? Because all their lands were untapped. Alright, Growth Spiral's good. Alright, so that was pretty good. They put 2 on top and played a Growth Spiral. So they're really ramping. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different gates out right now, which is kind of scary. All right, from here, I'm just going to play a tapped Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to get in the red zone. We need to keep our pupper alive. Should our pupper die, we shall die emotionally. All right, get in there for 4. Get them to 14 if they don't block. And I think I'm just going to cast an Oath of Kaya. No, I'm just gonna cast the Enigmatic Incarnation here. I don't expect this to resolve, but I think this is fine because we still have Yori and we still have Oath of Kai's. We can start casting. All right. Yep, we had to pay 2 to be able to resolve that. We must defeat them. We cannot let this stand. I am so... Hello. I am angrily yelling hello at our opponent. How dare you kill our boy? Oh, we cannot let this... We just can't. I'm so upset right now. I can't even talk. That was our pupper. We must defeat them together. We must. All right, pass the turn. See what else they've got going on. Now we have a 4/3, so that's a good amount of damage. They can sacrifice the Omen and Scry. I don't love what they've got. They've got a lot right now. They've got 4 cards in hand, and they get to Scry 2. Lots of mana, 5 different gates right now. Scrying 2 to the top as well is not great. All right, another Gateway Plaza. They're gonna come at me with nothing. That makes sense. I'm just gonna go Oath of Kia. See what they decide to do about this. So I'm just gonna bop them for 3. Bop to the top. I'm gonna slay for 4 now. And this is gonna start getting them kind of low. Like, I have to be careful now. I'm actually gonna put Yorion into hand for now. And the reason why is I'd like to be able to attack them down to 3 before they try to counter anything. So I'm gonna play a Glacial Fortress. I'm gonna slay for 4. And now if we just double Kaya them, we're probably going to be fine. Because they have to counter both of these. And that's going to not be easy. So Oath of Kya. Oh, I'm going to keep this one. And I'm just going to kill him. Justice for Doggo. Justice. Come on, Justice. Hey. Justice for Doggo. Come on, Justice. Come on, Justice. Justice. There is no justice yet. But Yorion shall bounce the Oath of Kaya, or they have to kill the Knight of Autumn. I think we can still get there. Yes, justice for Doggo. Oh, I was so sad. This hand, we got some lands, we got some Moonblessed Clerics. It's a little slow. I'm hoping not to play into a deck that's too fast. But I like our spot here. So I think I'm just going to go with a Rafine's Tower and pass the turn. Now we have our black mana, we have all our colors. Depending on what we draw, ooh. Well, that's not exactly what we want to see. All right, I'm going to play Spar's Headquarters now. I'm going to pass the turn to them. Don't love that. Kumano faces Kakazan. Yep, that's fine. Hit me for 1, hit me for 2 more. Light up the stage. All right. They're hitting me for 3 here. Yuck. That's pretty yucky. All right, here I'm just going to go Hinterland Harbor, Oath of Kaya, your Soulscar Mage. Give me that. Give me that damage and that life. Perfect. Pass to them. Oath of Kaya is so gross in this matchup. And they're going to play a Robber of the Rich. It's kind of annoying, but that's fine. So that's going to become a 3/3. They get to attack. All right, I'm just going to go... Ooh, that's actually a great draw. So we have green, blue. Yep. I'm going to play the Incarnation. I'm going to sack the Oath of Kaya. Excuse me. I'm going to grab the Chupacabra, and I'm going to kill their Robber of the Rich. This deck is so sick. All right, Chupacabra. Look at how cute. This is a different doggo than the previous doggo. But I would like this doggo to survive. Though, this doggo is less likely to survive in the face of the pure damage that they're sending our way. We're likely going to chump here. Don't kill it. Oh. They burned our other... That's 2 doggos burned in 2 matches. That's so heartbreaking. Don't they have any respect for doggos? All right, hit me for 2. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, interesting. I think I'm just going to go... Indatha Triumph tap. No, I'm just going to play Glacial Fortress. And then I'm going to play an Enigmatic Incarnation because I can sack this to go get our cheeky little Elder Gargaroth, which is pretty scary. I will now decline because I do not want to get a 4-drop. Or I can't get any other 5-drops because that's the only one in the deck. Are you going to animate your Den of the Bugbear? You better not have, like, double burn. I guess if they double burn it, that uses up 2 of their cards and their turn of mana, but I still don't want them to double burn. If I block, I'm probably just going to block the Chain Whirler and probably gain 3 life. I'm actually going to block the Etchings of Kumano. And the reason why is if they have a Lightning Strike, I do not want them to be able to kill it. I think I'm just going to make a 3/3 Beastie here. For now. Block there, block here. All right, take 2 on the Gargaroth. What else do they have? Skewer the Critics. See, that's why we didn't block the Chain Whirler. Perfect, because if we blocked the Chain Whirler, they could have burnt it and then killed it with the Chain Whirler and it wouldn't have traded. So that was chef's kiss play from your boy. I'm gonna play my own little doggo after they so rudely murdered my last one. And then I'm going to Urban Utopia, the Hinterland Harbor, paying like so. Draw a card. And then I think I'm just going to play this tapped. With all these card draw spells in my hand, I kind of want to. And then I'm just going to not attack with this. Sacrifice the Utopia because I'd rather keep my creatures alive in general. And then I'm just going to grab a Moonblessed Cleric and grab an Oath of Kaya. Take action. Grab Oath of Kaya. And then we can play Oath of Kaya plus a Spirited Companion. Things are starting to get pretty good for us. If they want to animate their den. All right, Chandra Dress to Kill is not bad. I assume they're going to +1 to exile the top card. Yep. Kumano Face Kakazan's not too bad. It's so crazy how good this card is. It just does a little bit of everything, and I love that. All right, Oath of Kaya will eat the Goblin Chain Whirler. Goodbye. It was not nice knowing you. I shall play a Spirited Companion. With much spirit, the doggo lives on. I will attack you, and the dog will get its revenge, and Moonblessed Cleric shall hit their face, pass the turn to them, sacrifice our tapped doggo, and I would like to get... Ooh, what do I want, actually? Probably Night of Autumn. And destroy target artifact or enchantment. I will destroy your Kumano-Face Kakazan. This also blocks the Den of the Bugbear perfectly. All right. Are you going to attack me? I can't imagine you want to, because I will block. All right. Getting in there. Easiest block of my entire life. You can keep your 1/1 and I'll take the damage. I'd rather have the doggo survive. Play Overgrown 2. I'm going to play it tapped. I'm going to play this on the Glacial Fortress. I'm going to play a Spirited Companion. Going to keep drawing some cards until we can't draw no more cards. And then I'm just going to slay for 7. Get him to 10. I'm just going to sacrifice the Oath of Kaya. Get a Yasharn. Grab the planes that's in my deck. All right. Pass the turn to them. See what they've got. Probably not enough. Yeah, Mountain there doesn't do a whole lot. And that looks like we're going to defeat the mono red deck. Yeah, you can get me to 9 if you'd like. I accept your terms. 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is it. Let's go to game number 2. Here, I am going to bring in some Skyclave Apparitions. I'm going to bring in a bunch of Meathook Massacres. I'm going to take out Rest in Pieces because they're kind of useless. I'm going to take out... Ooh, Raidane doesn't seem terrible, actually. Probably Callous Blood Mage. Probably... No, not Spark Hunter. Man, all our cards in this matchup seem pretty good. Probably just go down 1 Urban Utopia. And go down probably another Urban Utopia and Elite Spellbinder. All right, here we are in game number 2. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got some early stuff. Not much interaction early, but it's got a Meathook Massacre, which is going to be great. I am going to play a tapped... Ooh, technically a tapped Godless Shrine's a little bit better. And I'm just going to play pay 2 life for the Overgrown Tomb and play an Urban Utopia. All right, you get me for 3. I don't like that. Just pay 2 life here, play Urban Utopia on the Overgrown Tomb, and then hopefully we draw something with some decent interaction. All right, Kumano-Face Kakazan. This has been a slow start, to say the least. I don't love that. But I can always play Raidane, and that's going to do some amount of blocking for me. We're going to get in for 5, though. Whew, their hand is pretty good. You don't get much better than that. All right, take my Enigmatic Incarnation. Hit me for 5. What else do you have, though? Hopefully nothing too good here. All right, that's good. From here, I'm just going to go Hinterland Harbor. Play a Raidane. I just want to be able to block some of their stuff. If they kill it, they kill it. Spike Heat Field Hazard my face. Pass to them. The next creature they play gets a counter. Another Robber of the Rich. Jeez, oh, Pete. All right, let's go to game 3. Oh, they're not going to attack with that. All right, they hit my Chupacabra. This is not good. I think I have to chump here. I don't want to go to 1. That's just a little too dangerous. Though, I don't see how I'm going to live here. Oh, I can play Deputy of Detention. Okay, so technically I die no matter what. All right, well, let's go to game 3. That did not go the best for us. They had an extremely fast hand. We did not quite get what we needed to. I'm not going to change anything, though. All right, here we are in game number 2. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got some early creatures. It's got an Oath of Kaya, which is, as I've said before, super sick in this matchup. Play Spar's Headquarters, pass the turn to them. And then I think I'm just going to go Drowned Catacomb, Spirited Companion is my guess. I'm going to go Drowned Catacomb. I'm going to play a Spirited Companion. Enigmatic Incarnation was a pretty nice draw there as well. Pass the turn to them. And now we can play a Woodland Cemetery. Oh, the Robber of the Riches have been pretty brutal. What'd they hit? Temple Garden. No blocks, take 3. Here, I'm just gonna nug their Robber of the Rich with Oath of Kaya. Bonk, 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 bonk. Take 3. Pass the turn to you. I'm not gonna attack a Spirited Companion, but I'm not likely to block either unless they buff it a bunch. Rampaging for Rosodon. All right, just take 1 here. I accept this deal. From here, I think I'm just gonna pay 2 life. I'm gonna play an Enigmatic Incarnation. I'm going to not attack. I'm gonna sacrifice the Oath of Kaya, grab my Ravenous Chupacabra, kill their Rampaging Ferocidon, and we will take 1 damage from that, but that's fine. And pass the turn to them. Things are looking pretty good right now. We just had a much faster hand. Their hand was not insane. All right, what are you gonna hit with this? An Enigmatic Incarnation of your own. I will trade. All right, things are looking pretty good here. Light up the stage. That's fine. Ramanamp Ruins, Soulscar Mage. All right, from here, I think I just want to go tapped Overgrown Tomb. I think that's what I want to do. And then go Meathook Massacre for X = 2. Kill both their dudes. Doggo will die. Goodbye, Doggo. It was a pleasure. I miss you already, Doggo. All right. Get everybody. They lose a life. We gain 2 life. We can sacrifice the Meathook Massacre to Enigmatic Incarnation. I'm going to get a Moonblessed Cleric. And I'm going to grab another Oath of Kaya. And that'll wrap the game up. We did it! It's all but the just wrapping up the game now. Against Jimmy Steve 2099. Yep, I will trade. You know I'm trading here, baby. Trade, take 1. And then, what else you got for me? I'm just gonna go Spirit Companion, Oath of Kaya, because I'd rather save the... Oh, not Oath of Kaya. I need to play this first, then Oath of Kaya, this, so that my Trial of Ambition is still turned on. And then I will sacrifice, probably Spirited Companion. And I think I'm just gonna grab a Moonblessed Cleric to get another Oath of Kaya. And I don't know how you can get past this many Oath of Kayas on mono red. I'm gonna gain just so much life from them over the course of this game. This deck is so fun. Holy crap. All right, they've got 5 mana. They've got a Ramanamp Ruins, and they conceded. Let's go. All right, here we are with another game with the Enigmatic deck. We're gonna keep this hand around the play. It's a little slow, but I like the lands that we have. And we have, you know, we have Oath of Kaya to do some damage to something. Stanley 2099, are we playing the other 2099's like brother or something? They were also on mono red. That's hilarious. What? Stanley 2099, and I cannot remember the other name. I am very intrigued if we can get the full win on the 2099 club. I hope you're here with me as we decide to defeat this deck. I'm gonna play a Raidane. If they want to kill it, they can. I hope they do not, though. All right, so now they're gonna have 3 mana. I'm certainly gonna block the Gitu Lava Runner. Well, probably the Viashino Pyromancer. All right, so Kumano faces Kakazan. Hit me for 1, down to 16. What you got for 2 mana, though, opponent? Hey, chill. That's their first sorcery. Oh, they also had the Play with Fire to buff their dude. All right. That's pretty good. We're gonna go to 10. From here, I'm just gonna go... probably Glacial Fortress. And then Callous Blood Mage to make a Pest. And the Pest is gonna be great at blocking the Viashino Pyromancer, and the Blood Mage is great for blocking the Gitu Lava Runner or the Kumano face Kakazan, depending on what happens. Phoenix of Ash, what is this? Gets +2/+0, exile 3 other cards from your graveyard and escapes? Okay, that's kind of cool. So they gave me for 3. I am just going to go ahead and play land. Oath of Kaya, the Phoenix of Ash. No thank you. I'm gonna play a little doggo now and pass the turn. Trial of Ambition seems pretty good. Pass the turn to them. They don't quite have enough cards, though they just need one more to do it. I will certainly block, like double block here if that's what they want to let me do. All right, so they're gonna attack all out. Perfect. I'm gonna go block here. I'm gonna go block here, and then take 2. But we're gonna gain a life. So now they're gonna spend their turn. Oh, not doing that. Okay. I'm very interested by that play. So from here now, I'm just gonna go tapped Watery Grave, play Yorion, or put Yorion in my hand rather, obviously. Play Trial of Ambition to kill their Etchings of Kumano. And then what are they gonna Rabanamp Ruins me at the end of the turn? And then play a Phoenix of Ash on my turn? That's my guess. Luckily, we can Yorion to do a whole bunch of stuff to them next turn, and it's gonna be sweet. If they let me, I am going to play a Glasspool Mimic on my Yorion the next turn, and we're gonna have basically 3 Oath of Kaya, 3 Trial of Ambition triggers happen, and that's gross. You know what? Notice how we got in for 1 with the dog, because we're not afraid of nothing. All right, Phoenix of Ash. Does this require you to get rid of enough spells? Probably not, right? No, I don't think so. So their Gitu Lava Runner is going to have haste here, which is actually not good. Definitely scary, but I think it's going to be fine, because we can go Yorion here. Yorion will allow us to bounce these, all of these. I'd like to draw my card. Return them to the hand. Trial of Ambition, you sack a creature. I'm going to hit your Phoenix of Ash for 3. Then you sack a creature. And then from here, pass to you. Hopefully they didn't... Well, I guess they can't kill me here. There's nothing that they can have that actually kills me here, which is nice. But I'm just worried about maintaining life total. So let's see what they decide to do. I think they want to just sack the Ramanamp Ruins at the end of the turn here and just hope that that's enough to stop me. So first I'm going to attack for 4 in the air and see what they do. I'm sure they're just going to take it. Then I'm going to play my another Yorion with Glasspool Mimic. It's going to enter as a Yorion. All right, then I will keep, which one to keep? I'm going to keep this Yorion. I'm going to bounce both of these. I don't need to bounce the Trial of Ambition right now. I'm going to play my Yasharn, so I can go get nothing. Unfortunately, I already have my planes in hand, but that's fine. It's just nice to have another dude out. And then from here, they can Ramanamp Ruins me down to 2. I'm going to go up to 5. So it's going to be hard for them to kill me here. It's going to be hard for them to kill me next turn. But we're going to see what they can do. We're getting low. It's kind of scary. We're against Stanley 2099. Potentially arch nemesis or the good friend of the other 2099 we have faced. Hit you for 3, gain 3. Knight of Autumn is great for some more life gain. Let's see what they've got, though. They can't really do it all, I don't think. All right, so they drew a land. All right, I'm definitely going to play Knight of Autumn and gain 4 life. I just want to get a nice little life buffer. This is probably going to put me out of range of dying now. I don't see how they can get through all this damage. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go to game number 2. Let's get the full victory against the clan, the 2099 clan. I actually think I'm gonna bring in a Rest in Peace here. Definitely don't want this Destiny Spinner I accidentally put in. Urban Utopia's come out. I think I'm gonna put in the 3rd Rest in Peace. And then let's get rid of an Elite Spellbinder. Let's get rid of a Callous Blood Mage. I would like to get rid of... Man, this is tough. Probably another Urban Utopia. That's sad. Let's just go with 3 Meat Hooks and then One less Raidane. Our opponent mulliganed. We shall follow suit. Yeah, this hand is fine, though all of our lands come into play tapped. We're on the draw, though, so I think there's a decent chance. I'm going to put Elder Gargaroth back. With these two out, we can get the Elder Gargaroth later. All right, Soulscar Mage, go. Temple Garden was a nice draw. We really needed that, so that I think now, yeah, all of our lands now are going to come into play untapped. Viashino Pyromancer, hit me for 1. Go down to 17 now. All right, I am just going to go Glacial Fortress and Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Pass the turn to them. Let's see what they've got going on now. So, attack with both. I'm definitely going to go for the trade here. I assume they have a Spectacle card because of the way they attack there. Yep, that makes sense. Soulscar Mage gets buffed, but that doesn't really matter. Play with Fire in my face or play the Gitu Love Runner. Okay. I guess it didn't matter either way there. From here, I think I just want to play no, I'm going to play an Isolated Chapel. And I think I'm just going to Trial of Ambition here. And they're going to sack their Gitu Lava Runner. And that's fine by me. Pass the turn to them. They get to play their Play with Fire on my face. Scry 1. Let's see if they hit their land drop here. I kind of hope they do. A part of me does, because that means otherwise all their spells in their hand are sweet. That's not how I want them to hit their land drop if that's what they're going to do, though. Oh, especially not with a Kamano Faces Kakazan. Oh my gosh, this is gross. That's so not cool, dude. All right, Isolated Chapel was a nice draw, though, because now I get to go Meat Hook for 2. And then this wipes their board. We gain 2 life, which is very nice. Pass the turn to them. And now we can just start Enigmatic Incarnationing them, and that's going to be nice. Ooh, Chandra Dress to Kill is scary. That's a hard one for us to kill immediately. Play Kumano Faces Kakazan. Alright, so how do we want to deal with this? I think I'm just going to go Enigmatic Incarnation here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best option. Play an Incarnation. Play a tapped Godless Shrine. I am going to actually sack the Meat Hook Massacre. Ooh, is that what I want to do? Yeah, I think so. I'd rather keep the Trial of Ambition around for Yorian purposes. I'm going to grab a Moonblessed Cleric, and I'm actually going to get a Oath of... not an Oath of Kai, a Rest in Peace, because I'm a little bit worried about their Phoenix. I'm worried that their Phoenix is going to start doing some serious work on me. And I'd like to be able to slow that down a little bit. I am worried about this Chandra Dress to Kill, though. Yep, deal another damage. Light up the stage. The third light up the stage is pretty gross. And then they could play the Gitu Lava Runner and not attack with it and keep it as a blocker for Chandra. Alright, Stanley2099, you're kind of getting all the stuff going on. If they attack, I'm not trading, though. Oh, no. That is the worst possible thing that could have happened. Another Kumano Faces Kakazan? What are these red decks getting the sickest game 2 draws of all time? That's so gross. All right, I'm going to Rest in Peace here now. Just wipe your graveyard out. Play an Oath of Kaya. I'm going to Oath your Chandra, I guess. Unfortunately, and I'm just going to play Isolated Chapel. And then probably Rest in Peace goes away. I will grab a Skyclave Apparition. Is that what I want to grab? Man, this is tough. I actually think I'm going to grab a Deputy of Detention because that does a good job of blocking their Kumano Faces Kakazan. I'm worried about them ripping a burn spell off the top. And with how they've been drawing, it's very possible that they do. But I just can't keep taking this kind of damage. Oh, they did. Okay. Ridiculous. That'll do here. We're going to go to the next game. That was ridiculous. All right, let's just keep the deck as is, I think. Actually, let's just go down to 1 rest in peace and bring in a hearse. All right, this hand is... it's slow. Man, it is slow. But I think I'm going to keep it because I'm on the play. It makes it a little bit more palatable. I'm going to start with a tapped Watery Grave, because this helps if we draw Omen of the Sea or a Trial of Ambition. Pass the turn, see what they've got on turn 1. It's probably going to be like Kumano faces Kakazan. No, play with Fire Me at the end of my turn, I assume then. All right, then I'm just going to play a Temple Garden tapped. Now I have at least all 4 of my colors. Go to their turn. They're going to probably just play with Fire Me here at the end of the turn. And that's going to be fine. Oh, nothing. No 1-drops. That's pretty nice. Viashino Pyromancer's fine by me. I am going to just... Oh, that was so nice as well. I love lands that don't cost me life to play. Play a Moonblessed Cleric, take the action. Grab an Oath of Kaya. I just don't know if I can get enough Oath of Kayas here. They just do so much work. All right, pass over to them, see what they've got going on. Chandra Dress to kill. All right, +1 it. Skewer the Critics, my Moonblessed Cleric. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what they have. Yeah, okay, play with fire. Not much better for me. All right, pass the turn. I'm just going to go tap Temple Garden. I'm just gonna Oath of Kaya the Chandra here. Pass the turn to them. I know it's not great, but I think Meathook Massacre is gonna deal with most of their creatures. So I'd like them to actually play out their creatures. Oh, they're just gonna Den of the Bugbear me. Hit me for 6. This is gross. All right, all right, all right. Another Oath of Kaya, eh? All right, I will Oath of Kaya again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Oath of Kaya again. Kill their Chandra at least. And then play a tap Godless Shrine and pass. I want them to play another creature. I really don't want them to attack with Den of the Bugbear. I want them to commit to the board. Oh, they drew a land, so now they get to activate Den of the Bugbear if they'd like. Please don't. Please just commit some creatures to the board. For me. Because then we can Meathook Massacre them away, and that'll be nice because we gain a bunch more life. Problem is in the short term, we don't have a great way to deal with Den of the Bugbear. Oh, they did activate. Are you kidding me? 5, 6, 7 damage. We go to 7 now. All right. I'm just going to Meathook for 3 here. I don't see how that's going to win me this game. But I think we're just going to Meathook here. Well, we can Meathook for X = 1. And that kills all that, but I just don't know how this is going to work out. All right, we gain 3 life, but if they're just going to keep Den of the Bugbearing me every turn, it's just going to be a real problem. Because how do we stop this? Like, because now they just probably have another Den of the Bugbear, of course. Attack me with some Den of the Bugbears. They're playing this really smart. Why waste cards to do damage when you can just play your cards in hand? From here, I'm just going to play an Incarnation. I'm going to sacrifice the Meathook Massacre at the end of the turn. I guess I just have to grab a Knight of Autumn and gain 2 life, or gain 4 life. And then I can at least trade with one of the Den of the Bugbears. Though I'm assuming their hand is just full of burn. I think we're in a poor position. Oh, another Chandra Dress to kill. This is so gross. All right. Deal me 1. Skewer the Critics. Light up the stage. What you got? Skewer the Critics. What else you got? Land. They can't activate Den of the Bugbear. Skewer the Critics again? A Wizard's Lightning? Oh my god. Okay, well, fair enough. They got us. All right. As sad as it is that we did not get the 2-0 victory against the 2099s, I respect their victory. That was a pretty gross draw from our opponent there at the end. Just play a tap draw this right, and they played it well. No arguments about that. All right, another All right, can we beat the 4-digit mono reds? I guess that's the name of the game here. Can we defeat 4-digit mono red decks? All right, so they are going to attack for 1. I will not block. They played their land, Viashino Pyromancer, that's fine. We really want to hit a land drop here. Okay, so that's good. Here's the question, though. Do we want to just... No, I'm going to pay 2 life. I'm going to Moonbless Cleric here. And then I'm going to grab an Oath of Kaya, because I have said this now many times, because I guess all we're playing is mono red. I think this is the best card in this matchup, probably. I'm curious if this is running that Phoenix. There's the Chandra that always seem to just be there on turn 3 every game. All right. Shock my Moonbless Cleric? Are you kidding me, dude? Chill out. All right. I'm just going to Skyclave your stupid Chandra. I don't want them to just keep gaining tons of stuff against it, tons of value. So I'm just going to pass the turn now. They can always kill it, but then they don't get the Chandra back. They just get a 3/3, which is good. Though, yep, they always have it. Okay. All right, all right. I see what you're trying to do, Mono Red. I always see. I will certainly block your Pyromancer. No blocks, though. All right. Kumano faces Kakazan. And then we're going to hopefully draw a land here. Nice. And then I'm just going to play Oath of Kaya. Eat your Illusion. Gain 3 life back. Pass the turn to you. And then I just need to get this Incarnation out ASAPly. Certainly blocking here. I really want them to play this Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Them getting a land there makes them very likely to do so. Perfect. Because Bone Crusher Giants do not make me lose life if I target them with an ability. So when I go Enigmatic Incarnation, sacrifice the Oath of Kaya end of turn, get the Ravenous Chupacabra, this will kill Bone Crusher Giant without making me lose life. Let's go. Perfect. Pass the turn to them. They still have lots of stuff going on. They have a Wizard's Lightning, to say the least, among 3 other cards. I really want them to play a land here, because that means that they don't have 3/6 spells in their hand. Though it looks like they are just going to give me for 6 here, which is gross. I don't like it. But I can't do anything to stop it. Another Pyromancer. Well, this isn't looking great, I will say that much. Alright, from here, I'm just going to play a Spirited Companion. I am going to draw a card. Oh, I was going to sacrifice the Spirited Companion for a Deputy of Detention, actually. But this works out okay, at least. I'm going to take both your Gitu Lava Runners. If they have the burn spell to kill it, what can you do? Not much you can do at that point. I am just going to grab... probably just the Skyclave Apparition. Or we could get Moonbless Cleric for another... Yeah, I think I'm just going to get Moonbless Cleric and grab another Oath of Kaya. I just really need some life total. And they've got a lot of damage coming my way this turn. Alright, them playing a land there is very nice. If they attack with both, I'm just going to go here and here. At the very least... Okay, they were trying to trick me. We got there. Alright, 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 alright. We can maybe defeat the millions of words in their name, or millions of numbers in their name, red decks. Drop down Utopia Sprawls, and drop out Elite Spellbinder. Alright, here we are in game number 2. I'm going to keep this hand as well. I like the Trial of Ambition, because we're going to go tapped Overgrown Tomb, and we're going to pray that they just play like a Viashino Pyromancer or some sort of 2-mana creature here. Oh, another Kumano Face Kakazan. And what else? Nothing. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm just going to play another tapped land to pass the turn. See what they've got going on now. Play with fire in my face. That makes sense. That makes sense. Keep the card on top. Alright, let's see what they decide to do. They get a 2/2. Their next creature gets a counter. Yep, we're going to take 2, go to 14. They're going to play light up the stage. Play with fire, Den of the Bugbear. Alright. We're going to go... I think we're just going to go land Trial of Ambition now. Kill your Etchings of Kumano. pass the turn. We really want to keep hitting some lands. Lands are by far the best draw right now, especially like probably a Drowned Catacomb is our best draw right now, because we still can't play Incarnation until we draw a blue mana. So Drowned Catacomb off the top, please, one time. Otherwise, this is not looking good. Ugh. All right, Oath of Kaya, kill your Etchings of Kumano. I don't love it. If they have a land, they get to Den of the Bugbear us. And we're just going to have history repeat itself yet again. But, all right, Bone Crusher my face. This is not good. Oh, they get to Den of the Bugbear me, hit me for 6 here. Yeah, they got me. All right, let's go to the next game. Oh my gosh. It feels like this is the wildest thing I've ever seen. Just 4-digit red decks doing the same thing every match. Though we shall not lose this one. I promise you this. Well, I attempt to promise you this. All right, this hand, I'm gonna keep it. It is not the best, but we have a Trial of Ambition. We have a Spirited Companion if we don't draw our blue mana quickly. And I think it's going to be good enough. So just play our tapped in Dath of Triumph. Kumano faces Kakazan, that makes sense. Here, ooh, Drowned Catacomb lets me play Spirited Companion. I'm just gonna play Spirited Companion, draw a card. That was a nice little draw there. Pass the turn to them. What you gonna play? Hopefully a 2-drop creature? Perfect. Trial of Ambition will eat you just fine. Yum, 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 yum. All right. Here I'm just going to play Trial of Ambition and a tapped Godless Shrine. I'm not gonna attack with the Companion. Pass the turn to you. I just want to keep my life total nice and high. So I'm probably going to chump here. I'm also just worried. All right. I was worried about Spectacle here. But when they just Bone Crusher it, there's not much I can do. Ooh, that was a bit of lag for a second there. All right. From here, I'm just going to go land Oath of Kaya. Your Etchings of Kumano. And this is where Yorion is going to start getting pretty dangerous for our opponent. Because if we Yorion and just hit a Trial of Ambition, Oath of Kaya, that's pretty gross. Just +1. Yup. Deputy Detention will hit that. It's not... I mean, it's not a guarantee that it sticks. But at the very least, we have to slow it down. So take Chandra. Play a tapped Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Do they have the burn spell? I'd be very surprised if they didn't. But not much we can do to stop that, really. Yeah. Okay, Bone Crusher my face. That's a good sign. And then they're just going to skewer it? All right. Okay, all right, all right. I'm adding the mana to play a Bone Crusher. They're just getting it all. Though I guess that was a pretty good draw for us. So I'm just going to play the Chupacabra to kill your Bone Crusher Giant. Yum, 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 yum. And then pass the turn. I do need to... An Enigmatic Incarnation would be a nice draw. All right, take 2. Just play another Bone Crusher. At that point... We're still mana away. Grafdigger's Cage? Alright, that's pretty good. Then I'm definitely going to put Yorion into hand. And then Glasspool Mimic my Chupacabra to kill your other Bone Crusher Giant. Get wrecked, nerd. Attack your Chandra for 2. Alright, things are starting to turn around. Things are starting to turn around a little bit. Grafdigger's Cage might do some work against me, but what can you do about that? All right, the Ashino Pyromancer, you're going to play it. That's fine by me. Bonk me for 2. They haven't played a Den of the Bugbear yet, which is huge. Keep that in mind. That's very important. And then you're going to burn my Ravenous Chupacabra with yet another. All right, from here... I actually think I'm going to... I can't actually get anything back with the Renegade Rallier. But I think that's fine. I can Meat Hook for 1. No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to go Yorion. This is tough. I think I'm just going to go Yorion here. I think I'm going to go put all of these away. Return them all. And then you sack a creature. I'm going to hit the Chandra. And that's going to be just fine. So pass the turn to them. They still get another draw with the Chandra. And that's not great, but what can you do to stop that here? Not much. All right, light up the stage. Skewer the Critics and Den of the Bugbear. If they can kill my Yorion with like Skewer plus a Wizard's Lightning, well, Skewer plus something else, that would be gross. All right, Skewer my face. That is both a good and a bad sign. Bone Crusher Giant. That is fine as well. From here, I'm just going to... Ooh, I think I can just go this plus that equals 3. So no, I'm just going to go with this. Okay, first I have to attack. Because if I played Meathook first, this would lose the power to be able to finish off Chandra, and that would be a disaster. Now I'm going to do this for X equals 3. Make sure that it doesn't use up all my white mana, and Datha does tap for white. I'm gonna do this for 3. You lose your dude. I'm going to play my doggo. Draw a card. And pass the turn to you. I'm just gonna play my Hinterland Harbor. Alright, things are looking up a little bit. What do you got in your hand? You got 2 cards in hand. You have a Graph Digger's Cage. So I guess Renegade Rallier doesn't do anything either way. So I'm probably just gonna play that next turn. Just as a 3/2 blocker. Roiling Vortex. Alright, well, it's a little late. Alright, do a damage to me. Enigmatic Incarnation. So, creatures, cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. So it doesn't really do anything, because this only gets creatures. So I'm just going to play a Renegade Rallier. I'm going to Slay for 5. Is my plan here. And then I'm not going to play this Enigmatic Incarnation. There's no reason to. Pass the turn to you. This deals a damage. We're still not in a great spot. Especially now that they top decked another Planeswalker. So gross. Alright, hit me for 1. A Chandra Tortured Defiance. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So gross. Alright. We're just going to play... I guess it doesn't matter what we play. So here I'm just going to go... 4 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to do us 1, 2, 3. So we have to kill 1. This will deal 4 down to 9. And then this will get him to 1. So I think our only hope is to do this. Actually, I think I'd rather do this. And then hit this down to 3. This just lets them draw the fewest cards. And they can always just activate Den of the Bugbear, but there's not much I can do to stop that, so we're pretty much dead no matter what. They just have to not realize that Den of the Bugbear is lethal. I'm sure they will. We're almost assuredly super dead, but their hand was gross, so what can you do about that sometimes? When all you draw are Planeswalkers. Yep. Activate that, play a Gitu Lava Runner, then you activate the Den of the Bugbear. They were going for the overkills. No, we lost the best of 3 against red decks. No! A little bit heartbreaking. Obviously, this deck needs a little bit better of a matchup against the mono red decks. So maybe another Night of Autumn immediately is what I'm thinking. As well as potentially a Skyclave Apparition main. I think if we had just been able to stabilize the board a little bit better, it would have been fine. I also think that they drew really well, but that's not an excuse. We still have to beat our opponents even if they draw well. So for the sideboard, I'd probably put a Skyclave Apparition into the main, potentially taking out like an Urban Utopia. And then we also would probably just bring in... what is the, whatever, Sunset Revelry. I think that card would be good here. I know it's not an enchantment, but it just gains you life, potentially draws you a card, but more likely just makes some creatures to block with. But overall, I love this deck. I highly recommend you play this deck. It's got better matchups against the other decks than Mono Red, so that's something to keep in mind. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll continue to Pioneer Explorer together in the next one. Bye now.